Have you ever pondered why accumulating the first $100,000 seems so arduous, yet the next $100,000 arrives with much less effort? This enigma is often referred to as the wealth accumulation paradox. It's an intriguing topic that has sparked numerous financial debates around the world. Among those who have shared their insights on this matter is Charlie Munger, the renowned partner of billionaire investor Warren Buffett. Isn't it curious? You toil endlessly, scrimping and saving to collect that initial six-figure sum. Then, as if guided by some invisible hand, the pursuit of the next $100,000 suddenly becomes a more comfortable journey. Why is this so? Charlie Munger, celebrated for his investment acumen, offers a unique perspective that could potentially elucidate this mystery. It's a philosophy that has not only contributed to his extraordinary success in the investment world, but also challenged conventional thinking around wealth accumulation. So, if you've ever found yourself perplexed by this paradox, let me assure you, you're not alone. Join me as we explore the life, journey, and the thought-provoking philosophy of this financial giant, Charlie Munger. Stick around as we delve into the journey and philosophy of the investing titan Charlie Munger. Charlie Munger, a name that resonates with success, wisdom, and an extraordinary investment philosophy. Hailing from Omaha, Nebraska, Charles Thomas Munger, who we all know as Charlie Munger, is not just an American investor and a successful businessman, but also a philanthropist who has touched many lives. He stands as a beacon of perseverance and intelligence, a man known for his uncanny ability to weather the stormy seas of the business world with an innate ability to discern value where others are blind to it. His journey to the pinnacle of financial glory wasn't a straight path. Born in the year of 1924, his story is that of a man who dared to find his own way. He started his educational journey at the University of Michigan, but chose to take a detour when he felt the call to serve as a meteorologist in the U.S. Army Air Corps during the tumultuous times of World War II. But it was after the war that he truly began to stride towards his destiny. He did what few could even dream of, entering Harvard Law School without an undergraduate degree. This was a testament to Munger's brilliance, a flicker of the greatness that was about to come. The early 60s were a turning point in Munger's life. A chance meeting with Warren Buffett, another titan in the investment world, would eventually lead to a partnership that defined their lives. Their shared philosophy of value investing, the pursuit of securities that are undervalued, a foundation stone of their monumental success. Munger took up the position of vice chairman of Berkshire Hathaway, a multinational conglomerate holding company steered by Buffett as chairman and CEO. But Munger was more than just a title holder. He became the backbone of the company, Buffett's confidant, advisor, and sounding board. Together, they transformed Berkshire Hathaway into one of the most successful companies on the globe, owning significant stakes in giants such as Coca-Cola, Apple, and American Express. Charlie Munger is not just known for his financial prowess. He is also a man of profound wisdom, wit, and clear thinking. His words of advice have often been shared in the form of memorable quips that resonate with many. Munger is also a voracious reader, fostering a love for knowledge and a fervent advocate for continuous learning. These traits have undoubtedly played a significant role in shaping his awe-inspiring career. As we explore deeper, there is always more to learn about the extraordinary life and philosophy of Charlie Munger. Now that we have a glimpse into who Charlie Munger is, let's delve into his philosophy. Charlie Munger has a unique perspective on wealth accumulation. This is a man who, in partnership with Warren Buffett, turned Berkshire Hathaway into a financial behemoth. Munger's philosophy on wealth accumulation is straightforward yet deeply meaningful. It revolves around comprehending the hurdles in the path and strategically overcoming them. In Munger's perspective, the first $1,000 is the most challenging to gather. But what's the reason behind this assertion? Well, it can be attributed to multiple factors. Firstly, when we commence our wealth accumulation journey, we often start from a blank slate. Our capital is limited, experience is negligible, and our earning potential tends to be at its lowest. We are essentially initiating from ground zero and aiming to reach a substantial six-figure sum, which is an intimidating task. It's like climbing a steep hill with only a small backpack and no map. Secondly, the initial stages of wealth accumulation demand significant discipline, and we are required to save and invest a significant fraction of our income, many times sacrificing immediate gratifications for long-term benefits. This is not an effortless task. It involves consciously deciding to live below our means, to save more than we expend, and to invest wisely and consistently. It's like walking A of financial decisions, always balancing between current desires and future rewards. Thirdly, during these nascent stages, we are susceptible to making errors. We might opt for incorrect investments or succumb to the allure of a quick, rich scheme. These missteps can set us back, making the ascent to the first $100 even more challenging. It's like slipping on a wet rock while climbing that steep hill, having to dust yourself off and start the climb again. However, once you cross that initial $100,000 threshold, things begin to shift. Now you're not laboring for money, money is laboring for you. This is where the concept of compound interest comes into play. Money you've gathered starts to generate its own income via interest and dividends. The wealth accumulation process becomes a self-perpetuating machine and accelerates. It's like reaching the top of that steep hill and now starting to glide down the other side. Moreover, by this stage you've acquired experience, you've learned from your missteps and have a comprehensive understanding of managing and growing your wealth. You've cultivated the discipline to save and invest consistently. You've witnessed the fruits of your labor and comprehend the value of patience and persistence. This experience and knowledge make easier to amass the next $100,000, and the next after that, and so on. It's like having a map and knowing the terrain for the next hill you have to climb. To sum it up, Munger's philosophy about wealth accumulation emphasizes the essence of discipline, patience, and learning from our errors. It's about acknowledging that the initial stages will be grueling, but the journey becomes smoother as we progress. It's about recognizing that wealth accumulation is not a short race, but a long marathon. It demands consistent effort, strategic planning, and a long-term perspective. So if you're embarking on your journey to wealth accumulation, remember Munger's wisdom. Grasp that the first $100,000 will be the most difficult, but don't lose hope. With patience, discipline, and a well-thought-out plan, you can conquer this obstacle and set yourself on the path to financial freedom. The first $100,000 is a critical threshold. Crossing it requires patience and discipline. And once you cross it, you'll discover that the journey becomes significantly easier. So how does one cross this formidable $100,000 threshold? Munger's answer: compound interest. Allow us to explain this concept likened to the snowball effect. Picture you're crafting a snowball. It begins with a small heap of snow. As you roll it through more snow, it accumulates fresh and existing snow on its surface, growing at an accelerated rate than just adding snow handfuls. Let's apply this to money. Compound interest is the method by which an investment expands over time, not only from the initial amount invested, the principal, but also from the interest earned on that principal. In layman's terms, it's earning interest on interest. Let's illustrate with an example. Say you invest $1,000 at a 10% annual interest rate. After the year, you've earned $100 in interest, your total now being $1,100. The subsequent year, you earn interest not just on your initial $1,000 but also on the $100 of previous year's interest. Hence, second year's interest becomes $110, not just $100. This might appear insignificant, but recall our snowball. The more it rolls, the faster it grows. This is the beauty of compound interest. Initially, it's a slow process, akin to building the snowball. But as time progresses, your investment starts to grow at a rapidly increasing pace. After a decade, your initial $1,000 investment would have blossomed to nearly $2,600. And after 30 years, it balloons to over $17,000. This means a 17-fold return on your original investment without you having to lift a finger. But compound interest isn't just about wealth creation, it underscores the time value of money concept. It's about recognizing that $1 today holds more value than $1 tomorrow. That's why it's wise to begin investing earlier rather than later. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to blossom. This is precisely what Charlie Munger grasped so well. He was aware that the initial $100,000 is the to earn because it signifies the starting point. It's the small snowball. But once you cross that mark, the force of compound interest starts to work in your favor. Your wealth begins to grow at a rapidly increasing pace akin to the snowball rolling downhill. Compound interest, as per Munger, is akin to the eighth wonder of the world. It's the secret to crossing that $100,000 threshold and beyond. It has nothing to do with quick, rich schemes or lottery winnings. It's all about patience, time, and the relentless, extraordinary might of compounding. So how does one cross this formidable $100,000 threshold? Munger's answer: compound interest. Charlie Munger's philosophy isn't just about understanding compound interest. It is a beautiful orchestration of multiple factors that influence a robust investment plan. Let's dissect these fundamental pillars to gain a richer understanding of his approach. Munger values patience above all. To him, investing is akin to a no-called strike game. In this analogy, you're not compelled to swing at every throw. Instead, the idea is to wait for the perfect pitch, the golden opportunity. This metaphor signifies the need for investors to tread patiently, avoiding hasty decisions that may lead to regret. Diving deeper into his philosophy, he puts great emphasis on the virtue of discipline. Having a disciplined approach is paramount in investment decisions, especially during turbulent market conditions. It's undeniably tempting to deviate from your strategy when the market is noisy. Yet, Munger's perspective encourages resilience and unwavering dedication to your principles, no matter how challenging the circumstances. Next up in Munger's philosophy is the significance of consistency. It's not merely about making a single profitable investment. The actual success lies in consistently making sound investments over an extended period. Munger's mantra is that it's far better to be consistently good than occasionally extraordinary. This principle highlights the importance of routine in wealth accumulation. Moreover, Munger ardently promotes the idea of living one's means. This principle doesn't advocate a life of deprivation. Instead, it suggests avoiding needless luxury. By being frugal and saving more, one can invest more. Consequently, wealth growth can be accelerated, whether the market is in a bull or bear phase. The principles Munger espouses, patience, discipline, consistency, and frugality, serve as four pillars supporting his investment philosophy. They have been the tools he used to charter his path through the labyrinth of investing, and these can be your tools too. Yet, it's essential to remember that these principles aren't magic formulas or guaranteed shortcuts to wealth creation. They necessitate dedication, time, and often a measure of sacrifice. But as Munger's incredible journey testifies, the rewards can be worth it. Munger's philosophy, when distilled, revolves around patience, discipline, and the magic of compound interest. But it's more than that. It's a mindset, a way of life that goes beyond just investing. It's about making wise decisions, not just in finance, but in life. Understanding Munger's philosophy is one thing, implementing it is quite another. So how can we transit these ideas from theoretical constructs into practical reality? The first step, according to Mr. Munger, is saving. He persistently underscores the significance of constructing a robust financial base. This initiative commences with disciplined living within one's financial limits and setting aside a percentage of your earnings for prospective investments. By regularizing saving, you're not merely stockpiling money, you're assembling the groundwork for your future prosperity. Moving ahead to the next step, investing wisely. It's not merely adequate to save, the real trick is to make your capital work in your favor. However, it's vital to remember that intelligent investing is not about prophesying the next big thing or hopping on the current fad. It's about exhaustive research, apprehending the worth of your investment, and making knowledgeable decisions. Munger has always stressed significance of investing in areas you fully comprehend. Patience, arguably the most challenging part of implementing Munger's philosophy. In an era where instant gratification is the norm, waiting for your investments to bear fruit can feel agonizingly slow. But bear in mind, wealth accumulation is not a swift process. It's a long-term pursuit, requiring tenacity. Munger famously stated, "The big money is not in the buying and selling, but in the waiting." This underlines the critical importance of patience in the journey of wealth accumulation. So there you have it. 3 practical steps to bring Munger's philosophy to life: diligent saving, wise investing, and abundant patience. It may not be the most thrilling or flashy path, but it's a well-trodden and proven one. Always remember, the path to wealth accumulation is not a shortcut or a lottery ticket. It's a voyage demanding discipline, patience, and a discerning comprehension of money's value. Accumulation, according to Munger, isn't a sprint but a marathon. Charlie Munger's journey and philosophy teach us valuable lessons about wealth accumulation. Tracing back Munger's illustrious path, we uncover a rich tapestry of wisdom and persistence. It's evident that amassing great wealth is not a 100-meter dash, but a long-distance run. The quest for wealth accumulation is a rewarding journey that demands patience, discipline, and strategic forethought, virtues that Munger has thoroughly inculcated in his methodology. A notable lesson from Munger's doctrine is the significance of the first $100,000. He has often recounted that this initial accumulation was the most challenging, and for understandable reasons. This sum is not just a tangible monetary value, it's an attestament to your ability to save, invest wisely, and make prudent financial decisions. It is akin to a milestone. Once traversed, it opens the door to a future of even greater wealth accumulation. However, reaching that first $100,000 is not the destination. It's merely the commencement of a more grandiose journey. The subsequent phase is to channel that money in such a way that it multiplies on its own. This brings us to the concept of compound interest, an idea that is as powerful as it is intriguing. Compound interest, often hailed as the eighth wonder of the world, is a formidable force that needs to be harnessed. It embodies the concept that your money can generate interest and subsequently, that interest can earn further interest, resulting in a snowball effect leading to exponential growth over time. This principle is the backbone of much of Munger's success and can significantly aid in your journey to amass wealth. In the end, Munger's philosophy is not about the pursuit of quick riches. It's about comprehending the true value of money, the might of compound interest, and the significance of patience and discipline. It's about setting a clear goal, staying unwaveringly committed to it, and permitting time and compound interest to carry out the hard work. Remember, the journey to wealth accumulation is not easy, but with patience, discipline, and the magic of compound interest, it is certainly achievable.